Gary joins us from the Hamptons in New York, where he is the famous or infamous, I guess, depending on who you ask, famous founder of the Can Expo, which has been running for over 7 years in several cities, but mostly in the Hamptons, and really a pioneer in this space and doing a really unique event that I'd love if you could just talk us through a little bit about how the original Can Expo came to be and sort of your interest and why you were doing it, how it came to be, and then we'll focus a little bit more on the current state after that.
Yes, thank you for that. Pioneering, yeah, indeed. 7 years ago here in the Hamptons, where the community is very concerned about having a proper moral compass and about being successful in family and business and life. I figured this was a great place to break glass, being that I'm from the community. I've raised my three children in the community. They were born and raised here, and I had custody of my children since they were in diapers, and for reasons of addiction that my ex was challenged with. And I felt like I was a good spokesperson to normalize the flower and alternative ways of dealing with diseases, chronic and pain management, instead of having pills and on the recreational side instead of alcohol. I thought it was a better way to live. And when it became legal in New York 7 years ago and in the West Coast over a decade ago, there was a lot of hot money flying around the Hamptons. Everyone was anxious, waving a check saying, "Oh, I want to be the first investor of this company because this is transformational for what it's going to do for both society and for economics. This is going to be bigger than alcohol." And I was amazed at all of the excitement out here. I was dealing with many different events that I was capital fundraising for, all on the innovation side, whether it was Bitcoin or whether it was the Oculus or what Apple calls now, I forgot the name for it, but the goggles that they wear, virtual reality goggles. So there were so many things out there. And when cannabis became legal in New York, I said, wow, this is really becoming a national trend now. Not only is it Colorado and California and Washington, but now it's coming to the East Coast, where we have a more discerning population, a more careful population, and conveniently, all the one percenters from New York City and around the metro area happen to be in the Hamptons in the summer. And there were many angel and investor events around here. So my first audience was 100% investors. These are people who came out in the middle of August wearing sports jackets with checkbooks bulging out of their chest pockets. And I thought this was an excellent opportunity to both capitalize on the business opportunity as well as embrace a better way of life for my grandchildren to leave this world a better footprint. Over the years, the audience has evolved as the industry has grown and matured. And now you're seeing a strong preponderance of people that are operators and owners in that industry, on the service side and on the product side, both vertically and horizontally. And that's terrific. And at this point, we're ripe to reposition the platform and the trade show to not focus predominantly on cannabis, but to push much deeper towards other plant-based medicines and other integrative medicine, which will help deal with chronic diseases. So whether that's mushrooms or ketamine or psilocybin or fill in the blank, there's a whole world out there that is a better way of life, both on a direct scientific medical side as well as a social outlet. And the time is ripe. So we have changed the content of our panels. We have changed our exhibitor showcase. We have changed our speakers to focus on this whole world together, on a better way to live our lives.